There is no other motorcycle race in the world like Hattar. Over 400 riders from all over Australia are here. Some have come to win, some just to finish. Every rider has a goal, is chasing a dream, but 8 laps of this 38-kilometre battleground can break you. After 4 hours of racing in the sand, up to 60 bikes will have expired. At least 30 riders will be injured. 4 will leave in an ambulance, and only 1 will become the 2016 Hattar champion. I once raced Hattar, but now my goal is to create a small race team and help another rider chase a dream. But to do this right, I'm going to need a team mechanic.
Howdy. Good morning, mate.
Enter Steve Moritz, former Aussie veteran motocross champ who's raced bikes all over the world and now runs his own engine and suspension tuning business here in Perth.
We'll keep minimal hours on it, getting it set up. But this is probably what you got to get your head around the most. 19 litres of fuel is going to change.
What you need to do is ride it with the settings that are in there, with that tank, and full.
Yeah.
And then see what it does. This bike won't need much at all.
No. I mean, most people in standard trim, these things are pretty hard to hang on to. What we're trying to achieve, I guess, is to make it even more competitive so Lewis can run against 500s and 454 strokes.
Some mild porting mods, performance pipe and muffler, a 19-litre tank and revamped suspension, the Sandblaster is born.
It's very close now.
That's sweet. I reckon go one more. He's only going to be riding it harder. Lewis could almost run that pipe for the whole race. Like, it'd be hard to hang on to, harder than standard, but let's let him call it. When I get back. God, I wouldn't want to be swinging off this for 4 hours.
No.
There's a bunch of things I still need to get. I'm going to get the foam rally grips. That'll save his hands. You've heard of MX Store? Yeah, mate, they've got Desert King steg pegs. I got to get Moose. Thanks, mate.
Online shopping and overnight freight, a team manager's best friend. By now you're probably wondering where our rider is. Where is Lewis Calvin?
He's been out near Southern Cross working away. So yes, it's a long 2 weeks.
You miss me?
Sure did.
Yeah? So it's been almost 20 years now, I think, of dirt bike racing and travelling around the country as a family and all that sort of stuff. It's been awesome. Coming from a race and I'd say, how was that? And he'd say, yeah, good. And that would be the end of the conversation, you know. He wouldn't elaborate, he wouldn't talk about anything else, and that's all he would say. And then he'd go out and get his little dirt bike and start playing in the sand, and then he said, right, it's time for your race now. And he'd get up and just go like a cut snake. Quiet, he's hard to get a conversation out of, and some people think that he's, you know, a bit arrogant, but once they get to know him, they know that that's just the way he is. He's just quiet. Well, we'll try the pipe anyways.
Might as well.
See ya.
Not bad.
Lewis hasn't ridden for 3 weeks. The sandblaster's power must be tough on his hands and arms. It's time to go back to the standard pipe and muffler.
Yeah, let's clean this just a little bit.
That has been on the pipe.
Yeah, that's miles better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was any slower up top?
It probably felt faster.
Good.
Just because like you can come out like it's driving better, you know?
Yeah, good.
So you can get up to speed quicker and then the bike's already doing it.
Standard pipe and muffler it is. Now just one last thing to test. Louis's been here before. He finished 3rd outright on his first ever attempt at Hattard in 2014, but struggled to back it up last year, finishing 8th outright. And so it begins. 400 competitors pushing toward a single start gate to begin qualifying for tomorrow's start order. Last year's top 10 finishers are seated at the front. KTM Australia's Ty Simmons is first away on the factory 500 EXC, followed by his teammate Daniel Sanders. Yamaha Australia's Bo Ralston. Nathan Trigg on the big KTM. Husqvarna Australia's Glenn Carney on the factory FE501. And then, Motology Films' Lewis Calvin on the 2-stroke Sandblaster. Right on his hammer is Husqvarna Australia's Lachlan Stanford on the big FE501. Lockie's tagged Lewis right off the line to hunt him through the test. Come on Lewis, keep that 300 pinned. Stanford's 5:01 is closing the gap on the straights. He makes the pass. Louis clocks a 26th overall prologue time. He's disappointed, but I think he's done well given the limited bike time he gets these days. KTM's Daniel Sanders clocked the fastest prologue time on his factory 500 EXC. He'll spearhead this dirt bike army into a sandy battlefield for over 4 hours, stopping only momentarily to refuel every 2 laps. His heart is pounding, adrenaline is peeling his eyes wide open, and his only focus is to win. "25 positions down, the Sandblaster is waiting. Go for it, Lewis." Simmons passes the first checkpoint ahead of Sanders, but they're only seconds apart. The rest of the field are emerging from lap 1. Where's Lewis? No, it's not him. There he is, hot on the heels of Nick Tomlinson. Two laps down and Simmons is narrowly holding back Sanders. Louis has pushed through to 19th place and needs to refuel. Tomlinson is right on him. We pit Lewis efficiently and he's looking good. Tomlinson is in full race mode and checks out in a hurry. Sanders takes the lead after 90 minutes, but Simmons is not letting him out of sight. Nearing the end of lap 3, Louis is looking strong and the Sandblaster is charging like a beast. Checkpoint 3 down, lap 4 begins. Louis going from strength to strength. 4 laps down and he's pushed through to 15th place. Sandblaster is hunting the big 4-strokes now, and Louis is closing in on the top 10. In racing, the only greater concern than what a mechanic holds for his engine is the concern that a father holds for his son. None of us realise the Sandblaster has suffered a spiked radiator hose, is hemorrhaging coolant and slowly overheating. The Sandblaster is losing power and can barely make it up the sand dune. Just keep going, Lewis. Here lies the spectrum of racing. At one end of the track, a dream is breaking. At the other, a dream is coming true. After 4 hours and 6 minutes, Ty Simmons takes the coveted outright win of Hatar. In what has been one of the greatest battles in the event's history, Daniel Sanders crosses the line just 12 seconds behind to take a hard-fought but disappointing second place.
Coming through and got most of the race done, and yeah, that's probably the worst part about it, you know? Do all the hard work and yeah, get so close and then so far, yeah, just feeling